Now I will do about 10 minutes or maybe 8 minutes of full breath meditation. It's a method of heart rhythm meditation and allows you to develop emotional capacity over time. And we're actually doing it by breathing in deeply into our stomach area. So actually the stomach here, it's supposed to move during this kind of practice. I will use Mind Bell to measure the time for this meditation, and I will start immediately now. So we begin by shutting down or closing our eyes, and we sit straight on a chair. It's important that you don't rest your spine on the chair, so the spine should be straight, but you're not leaning back. And in order to allow you to breathe deeply into your belly, it's good to have your hips slightly above or at the level of the knees, at least. So it's better to allow you to breathe deeply into the stomach. And then you begin to watch your breath. For the beginning, you can put your hands onto your thighs and either with palms up or down. And you start by watching your breath. So this is conscious breath, just sitting and watching and see how is my breath today, how are my feelings today, and are there any sensations in my body. And then we start to make the breath rhythmic by, for example, counting to 6 or 8. We breathe out to a count of 8, for example. And immediately start breathing in again. And the breath should be smooth and silent. We're breathing through the nose, in and out through the nose. And we can use our heartbeat if we can feel the heartbeat, or we can just count the seconds of this kind of breathing. And then we can go deeper by using the full breath. So with the next inhalation or exhalation, actually, we can put our hands on the stomach area and we are breathing now a full breath. So we're trying to squeeze everything out of our lungs and out of our stomach area. And then immediately you start to breathe in again. Breathe out until you hit the bottom where you have no breath left, and then you breathe in again until you hit the top, and immediately after reaching the top, you start to breathe out again. And as I said, your belly should move, so by breathing in, you feel your belly, and by breathing out, your belly empties actually. And once you have it, you can also put your hands back on the thighs, or you can keep it on the belly. And you try to keep the breath smooth and silent. And if you want to, you can investigate your thoughts that may come up. Your deep feelings, or any feeling that may come up. And you can also look for sensations in your body. If you do this practice for a longer time, your thoughts may clear up. You may find more peace in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And you can use this technique, this method, to work on your life. So we are still trying to be centered in our body and our heart, mainly in the heart. If you can feel the heartbeat, it's very beneficial. And then with every in-breath, we start to imagine or to visualize or to think about accepting everything that we have in our life. We take everything in, and with the out breath, we give everything that we can give. We're not holding anything back. And you can use this, for example, to work also on relationships. You can imagine a person that you want to have an exchange with. You can imagine this person sitting in front of you, maybe 2 meters or 6 or 7 feet in front of you. And then you can visualize that you're sending out your breath to this person, to the heart of the other person. You send out your breath. You're giving everything. And with the in-breath, you're accepting everything that is given to you. And when you breathe in, you receive more on the left side, and when you breathe out more from the right side. This is one way to use, for example, this kind of meditation. In a similar sense, you could use this also for your job or for a project that you have to do. Accepting everything like it is, everything that is given to you, and at the same time giving everything that you have. And then you stop this visualization and go back to the normal way of full breath meditation. So you're breathing out, breathing in again with the full breath, for a few breaths. And then you stop the breathing pattern, you go back to your daily breath, to conscious breath if you want to. So you're not interfering anymore with the breathing pattern. And you just look again, how does my heart feel at the moment? What are my thoughts that I have at the moment? And how does my body feel? And then, after a few breaths, you may decide to stop this meditation. I like to stretch if I set for some time, for like 11 or 12 minutes right now. I like to stretch afterwards. And then we finalize this kind of meditation and we continue with our day. Or go to bed maybe.